Hello everybody, I'm Hank Longo, and welcome to this special edition of Sports Central. Tonight we're going to show you the All Sports Awards with the Circle of Champions, the Ledger's Athletes of the Year, Coaches of the Year, and Teams of the Year. Stick around for this edition of Sports Central. Hi everybody. Well, I had a blast being on the red carpet at the Polk County All Sports Awards, and here are some of the folks that you're going to get to see that join me on our first segment of Sports Central, brought to you by the Trophy Shop. Hello everybody, Hank Longo at the 2018 Polk County All Sports Awards, and I have the pleasure of being with the Lake Gibson wrestling coach, Coach Danny Walker, and boy, oh boy, what a season you had this year.
It was an amazing run, and to be the ones to upset Brandon to finally put the nail in the coffin, it was an amazing year, and glad to be here tonight to celebrate that.
Well, to win a state championship, you know, it has to be a dream that you strive for year after year, and to finally to pull that off with the great young team that you have, just is probably still floating on cloud nine.
It's a great accomplishment, and also to know that we only graduate 2 seniors off that team. Like I said, it's been a long time coming. 17 years as a head coach, 21 years overall between a head and assistant. So it was a long process, but the dream came true this year, and hopefully we can repeat next year.
What was the secret to your team this year? What extra little thing did they have that helped them win this championship?
I would say mental toughness and unity. I would have to say that they all were like a family member. They never once turned their back on each other, and when one was down, the other one was there to pick them right up.
You know, because wrestling is a tough sport, just the training and the discipline. It's so critical. I mean, you really don't get a break. These guys got to stay in weight, and they've got to be at it all the time, and that's just a great testament to the job you did coaching him this year to get the state title.
Yeah, you know, the thing is it's such a long grind. You know, we start in the October as far as traveling the country, going to preseason tournaments, and then you get into the regular season, and then, you know, with injuries and cutting weight, and also they're student athletes. They got schoolwork to do. Some of them are taking AP, some of them are dual enrolled. So it's a big load, but for these guys to stick together and pull it through was truly amazing.
Well, Coach, congratulations,
so
and
much.
I know you're going to be excited to be up there with your team tonight, and way to go. We're really rooting for you.
Thank you so much, and congratulations to everybody for being honored tonight.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hello, everybody. Hank Longo at the 2018 Polk County All Sports Awards, and I have the great honor of being with the new Florida Southern golf coach, Lee White, and holy moly, what a great opportunity this has to be for you.
It is. It's truly an honor to take over a program that's had so much history over the last 50 years, starting with Coach Charlie Matlock and Coach Doug Gordon, continue that on for the past 23. And, you know, I was fortunate enough to play for him and then be his assistant for the last 4 or 5 years. So it's been a great run, and it's a great opportunity for me to take over the program that I'm so familiar with.
Well, they did great in the national championships, coming up just a little bit short, but you still had a player win the national championships. Talk about that great star for us.
No, it was a great season. We won 4 events. Statistically, we were better in every category. We did come up a little bit short in the match play portion of the national championship, but so happy for John Vanderlyn from Connecticut, a graduating senior who went on to win individually. So, you know, he had a fantastic season, one of the most decorated players to ever come out of Florida Southern. So we're really proud of him and looking forward to next year.
You know, I'm a golfer, just your, you know, recreational golfer, but I love reading the golf section every weekend and to see how everybody's doing, and how thrilling is it for him to be taking that next step, that next chapter in his life, and seeing how he does as a pro like some other of the Florida Southern golfers have.
Sure. I was just earlier today watching a segment on Golf Channel with Lee Jansen, a Florida Southern alumni and a 2-time U.S. Open winner.
Champ.
And so you see John Vanderlyn and John Coltis as well as 2 decorated guys coming out of the school, and we look for them both to have great careers professionally, really have great heads on their shoulders, and really great kids. So we look for good things out of them.
And so what are you looking forward to next year?
Well, it's been an exciting last couple years as Coach Gordon's assistant. I've had the opportunity to take care of the recruiting and really learn the ins and outs of everyday coaching. And I'm really just looking forward to continuing on the tradition of success and mentoring guys in the classroom as well as on the golf course.
Well, Coach,
I appreciate
congratulations.
it. Thank you so
Great
much
for joining us. Enjoy the evening tonight and the celebration that we're going to have with your team, and best of luck to you next year.
Thank you so much.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
it.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 2018 Polk County All Sports Awards. And I have the great honor of being with one of my heroes, and I can say a dear friend for years, Coach Johnny Lawson, state champ, 3 years in a row.
Man, you can't beat it, man. I mean, it's a great time to be a Blue Dog, that's for sure.
You know, the first time that we interviewed when you won your first state championship, you said, now I feel like I'm in the club because all your friends had been coaches of state championship teams, and then you win your second one, and now you're in the other club with only the coaches that have won 2, but now you've won 3 in a row, and you're the top dog.
I told Mark at one time I felt that I was sitting at the kiddie table, and now Lord has blessed me. I'm sitting at the table all by myself.
All by yourself.
I mean, you can't beat that.
And everybody wants to be there with you.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, 3 titles, 3 as a head coach and 2 as an assistant coach. I mean, I just never thought I would be here. And it just really shows you that dreams do come true. Hard work, perseverance, never giving up, never quitting. And I think that's something that just tell all the kids out there and the coaches, if you're doing it the right way and you have faith and you're putting faith behind that work, anything can happen.
Well, you do an amazing job because, I mean, Florida in itself is such a tough state for sports. So many talented kids from around the state, but there's a magic that you work with these gals to get them to perform so well. And is there a secret that you can share that won't kind of give away the ranch, but, you know, that encourages them to get out there and do what they do?
You know what, Hank, I tell them, you know, I wish I could just sprinkle some dust over them and they'll be good. But, you know, it has to be hard work. And unfortunately, it's hours in the gym, it's hours watching film. There's no way around it. And like I tell them, man, it has to be hard work. I have to challenge them daily. I challenge my coaching staff as well as I challenge myself.
Well, when you listen to any of the great athletes that, you know, have gotten that success, it's why, because they spend time studying film, they spend time studying the game, and they become a real student, and it's the hard work with the passion and the desire. That's the only way you're going to get there.
That's it. You can't get around. I mean, you know you're a superstar. And this guy's talking about heroes. He's my hero. This is one of the greatest guys, man. I'm telling you, man. I wanted to see you at the show, but you weren't there. I just want to tell you, man, how much you mean to me.
Well, thank you so much. You mean a lot to me, and it's just great. Your success is to be able to do this and share it with everybody. I'm making sure I get this picture on my wall at home because that's you're just a wonder, and I'm just thankful that I've been blessed to be your friend over the years, and wishing you great luck going into the next season.
Thank you, Hank. Hopefully we can do it again.
Well, have fun up on the stage tonight with your team. It's well deserved.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Hank.
Johnny, thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Sports Central for our second segment, sponsored by The Ledger.
Well, tonight is truly a celebration of success, both on and off the field. Polk County Schools and its student athletes, and we do have Jackie Byrd here tonight. We've had such a rich history of success. It's just been phenomenal, actually dating all the way back to 1927. When Lakeland won the county's first Florida State High School Athletic Association state championships in 1927. So, I mean, pretty remarkable feat for Polk County, and we're certainly proud of that. a very rich heritage and great history. Brian?
And for more than 90 years, Polk County high schools and athletes have celebrated state high school championships in just about every sport. From football and basketball, and you can't mention basketball, a shout out to the Winter Haven girls team, track and field and tennis. Come on.
Well, our college programs have joined prep schools in celebrating numerous national championships in several different athletic disciplines. Professionally, the Detroit Tigers and the Lakeland Flying Tigers have also had the pleasure of hosting trophies that signified that they had reached the pinnacle of their sport. Joining their ranks last year was the Lakeland Magic. What a recruiting effort that was. It was a team effort from one end of the county to the other. Can't say enough about the Lakeland Center, Tony Camarillo and his staff, Jim Freeman, and certainly Tony Delgado and the commissioners from both the county commission as well as the city commission played a big part in that, believe it or not. We couldn't have done it without them. I really have to say that. Well, the Lakeland Magic, in their very first year, if this is any, I know Otis Birdsong is here tonight, and he's seen many championships, but, you know, in your first year, to have success like making it to the championships is phenomenal. I mean, it is a phenomenal feat, and our hats off to them. But we certainly can't forget the Lakeland Tropic soccer team as well. But additionally, professional athletes from a myriad of sports, from football to archery and triathletes to golf, as well as the United States official Olympic Committee governing body, yes, is based right here in Polk County. USA Water Ski and Wake Sports, they are based now in Polk City, will be moving their headquarters along with the USA Water Ski and Wake Sports Foundation and the museum to the Lake Myrtle Water Sports Park in Auburndale, Florida. Certainly shout out to the city of Auburndale and the job they have done, Bobby Green and his team, and Polk County Sports Marketing. Wow, what a great job that has been. To have the Olympic Committee's governing body of the sport right here in Polk County is awesome, not to mention the Florida Youth Soccer Association, which is the governing body of the sport for youth soccer, and the largest sports organization in the state of Florida with 115,000 children, kids, that are participating, and another 16,000 coaches and officials. Wow, what a testament to Polk County. I'm not riding a bike, am I?
You're not.
I might be if I
good though,
get
Mark.
it straight, yeah. Okay, Brian.
A few years ago, new pages in the Polk County sports history books were written when Polk County All Sports Awards Committee instituted a new award program. The Polk County All Sports Award Circle of Champions. The annual award recognizes all of the state, national, and professional league championships that have been won by Polk County athletes and teams during the past year. Once again, it has been a banner year for Polk County athletes and teams. At this time, someone much better looking than Mark and I'd like to welcome to the stage Sarah Zhang, the reigning Miss Florida. Sarah will be assisting us this evening in handing out awards. Sarah?
Well, Brian, this is kind of an honor to be up here. I get, you know, the most beautiful girl in the state of Florida, and Mr. GQ of Polk County, you.
That's you, Mark. That's all you.
I'm just glad to be up here.
I actually said to somebody I was going to be with Mark Jackson. They were like, the Mark Jackson? I'm like, no, but Mark Jackson.
Okay, well, let's move on here. Well, tonight, I can get this kind of abuse at home. Holy smokes. Well, tonight we're going to start with our individual state champions, and we're going to move really quickly. So stay with us, everybody. Darren Crooms from Auburndale High School, he won the Class 2A Wrestling Championships at the 129-pound division. From Lake Gibson High School, the Class 2A Wrestling Champion, 106-pound Chase Ayers. And from Lake Gibson High School, Ashton Habil. He won the Class 2A Wrestling at 170 pounds. He is our state champion.
From Lakeland Christian School, Britton Music, Class 1A 100-meter hurdle state champion, as well as the Class 1A 300-meter hurdle state champion. Also from Lakeland Christian School, Emily Branham, Class 1A pole vault state champion. From Lake Wales High School, Paul Stafford, Class 2A state champion in 1,600 meters. And from Victory Christian Academy, Taquan Brown, Class 1A state champion shot put. Let's give another round of applause to all our individual state champions.
And now it's time for our team state champions. Welcome them to the stage from Bartow High School cheerleading, Class 2A state champions and the UCA world champions in the large co-ed division, the Bartow High School cheerleading team. You're talking about gymnastics, rhythm. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. These are some terrific athletes.
Absolutely.
Really, come on up, girls. Now, you girls remember that you can all come back after the ceremony's over, take your pictures, and so on. You all wonder what's right about America? You're looking at it. And now, the Class 2A Florida High School State Wrestling Champions, the Lake Gibson High School Wrestling Team. You know, Brian, I don't think anywhere in the country have I seen a school that has had such success in the sport of wrestling as the Lake Gibson team. They've got great coaching. You know, the kids are disciplined. Sure. Again, it's a great testament to the quality of athletes and the coaching in Polk County. And a team that's been here before twice, the Winter Haven girls, high school basketball champions, the Class 8A girls basketball state champions from Winter Haven, led by Coach Johnny Lawson. Johnny, I think you're going to have to get some more fingers, grow some more fingers. You got so many rings on those babies. Johnny and I have been acquaintances for a long time and have enjoyed a lot of good fun, haven't we? This is just another testament to your coaching success. Congratulations.
And now our individual collegiate national champion. From Florida Southern College, John Vanderlyn, 2018 NCAA Division II National Champion. Accepting the award tonight is Lee White, the new men's golf coach at Florida Southern.
All righty, now our national collegiate champions. And yes, the Southeastern University baseball team is the 2018 NAIA National Champions. Accepting on their behalf is head coach Adrian Dinkel, along with assistant coach Eric Dahl. Now for the next 2 seconds, you guys are the luckiest gentlemen in the room. Winners of the 2018 NAIA National Championships, the Weber International Men's Bowling Team. Brian, I don't care wherever you go in the country and you're talking bowling, people know of the Weber bowling teams, both men and women. And of course, Kegel Bowling has done a marvelous job helping coach them and getting them to where they need to be, and that is on top. Again, from Weber, we have the Weber International University Beach Volleyball Champions, the 2018 NAIA Small College Beach Champions, Weber International University. Next, we honor Polk County's athletes and coaches who have dedicated themselves to athletic excellence.
Voted on by a committee comprised of sports legends and local community leaders, the Polk County All Sports Awards recognize local outstanding achievements and accomplishments.
We celebrate and recognize these individuals and groups who have displayed qualities and success that really embodies the positive principles of athletics and sportsmanship.
At this time, I'd like to invite the Chair of the Board of the County Commissioners, Todd Dantzler, Vice Chair George Lindsay, Commissioner Melanie Bell, and Commissioner John Hall to join us here on the stage for this presentation.
Hi everybody, I hope you're enjoying this edition of Sports Central, and our third segment is sponsored by Harborside.
Anyway, our first award of the night is the Charles Richardson Commissioner's Award for Perseverance in Sports. And if you don't know who Charles Richardson was, just a wonderful commissioner, passed away, and he embodied the sport, or the term perseverance. Just a genuinely nice individual. We certainly miss him. And this next story is really a remarkable story in perseverance. An early morning car accident on Labor Day nearly ended McKeel Academy golf coach Dennis Brown's life. En route to his side gig selling golf equipment at the Webster West Side Market on Labor Day Monday, a head-on crash at 4:35 in the morning left McKeel Academy golf coach clinging to his life on US Highway 98. He had 8 broken bones, a cracked sternum, a lacerated liver, and spleen. However, 45 days later, after numerous operations and prayers, Dennis, dubbed the Miracle Man, he left the hospital. A year after the accident, he was back on the fairways. Not only did he shoot an 81 on his first round back, but he also returned to coach the team. Today, the Miracle Man is often a guest speaker at area churches where he shares his journey and his testimony. A man of deep faith, he credits his wife Frida, as well as all those who prayed for him, and of course God Almighty, for his healing. Dennis Brown, who has coached the girls team at McKeel for 13 years, is this year's recipient of the Charles Richardson Commissioner's Award for Perseverance in Sports. Let's give it up for Dennis Brown. Commissioners, not only for what they were doing tonight, but also what they do 365 days a year. Great job.
Our next award is the Bernie Little Sports Executive Award, which is awarded to an individual in the community who has contributed significantly to the betterment of Polk County through sports. This year, the award goes to 2 individuals, Alex Martins and Shelley Wilkes of the Lakeland Magic organization.
His day job might be Chief Executive Officer of the Orlando Magic, but Alex Martin serves as the managing partner of the Lakeland Magic as well. Martins was instrumental in bringing what were the Erie Bayhawks from Pennsylvania to Lakeland.
And Shelley Wilkes, the first woman to be president of the G League team. For Wilkes, the climb started when she was a student at the University of Central Florida. She then took a job at their ticket office, jumped over to game operations, and finally helped put together the entertainment and presentation at NBA games at the Amway Center. She was named the team's first president during the Magic's inaugural announcement.
The two have formed a team that has taken Lakeland, as well as the rest of Polk County, by storm. They have cultivated relationships and created a solid foundation, both for the team and the community. Both executives have stressed community involvement this year, and we can only imagine what the Lakeland Magic organization will accomplish in the future.
However, none of them could be with us tonight due to prior commitments. Accepting the award for Alex and Shelley is Lakeland Magic's Vice President of Sales, and actually a friend of mine from Jersey, Mike Rodriguez.
Everyone, I just, on behalf of the Lakeland Magic, and as Brian mentioned, the Orlando Magic organization, I just want to say thank you. We're tremendously proud to be here. If you think about it, about a year ago today, we sat in this room kicking off the summer and really with high expectations of what we were going to achieve both on the court and off the court. And now we sit here today accepting an award at this event amongst a great group of athletes, coaches, parents, and supporters, and just excited about what the journey to come. As Brian mentioned, making the playoffs in our very first season was a huge accomplishment. And more importantly, just representing Lakeland and Polk County across the entire nation as we played 26 other G League teams representing all the NBA teams that you all know and love as you watch the sport. So just want to say thank you for the award. We're tremendously proud, and we're also tremendously proud to be here for many, many years. Our season officially kicks off on season 2 on November 9th, right here at the RP Funding Center. And so we're really excited to be here, excited to be a part of the community. And while on-the-court performance is really important for us, we really are focusing on how we impact Lakeland and the Polk County community. So I just want to say thank you. And as a token of our appreciation, what we brought with us is an official Lakeland Magic jersey from the inaugural season of the team, and honoring an athlete in Rodney Purvis, who is from went to the University of Connecticut and was the very first Lakeland Magic player, one, to be called up to the Orlando Magic, which is the entire goal of the Lakeland Magic, developing our talent and our players. And then secondly, from a storytelling standpoint, is the very first player to ever sign a contract for the Orlando Magic, but he started here in Lakeland. So we'd love to have this hang in the Polk County Sports Hall of Fame, and would love to present it to Mark Jackson and the team. So thank you, everyone.
Mike, and thank you Lakeland Magic for being a great partner this year. Our next award is the 2018 Professional Athlete of the Year, is awarded to WNBA point guard Tiffany Hayes. Her first year at Winter Haven High, she was described as a long, lanky, barely 100-pound freshman. Over 8 years, her high school and college teams won more than 250 games while losing only 16. Last year, she added WNBA All-Star to her resume. Hayes was a key component to the Winter Haven Blue Devils team that won 2 state championships. At the University of Connecticut, Hayes contributed 2 national titles while the Huskies went 147-7 during her 4-year career.
Drafted as the 14th pick overall in the 2012 WNBA draft by the Atlanta Dream, Hayes has improved steadily over the year, from playing off the bench to starter to an all-star. She put up career-high numbers in 2017, scoring 16.3 points per game while starting every game but one. Her 166 field goals, 48 three-point baskets, and 158 free throws were all career highs. She was named the Eastern Conference Player of the Month in May, and by the end of the year had earned her first of what will be many surely should be many WNBA All-Star Game appearances. Here to accept Tiffany's award is her mom. Her mom's name is Jenny. And Mom not only played basketball at Kathleen and Polk Community College, now Polk State, but currently coaches the Dreadnoughts girls basketball team. We have a little special video for you tonight. And, this is one of those things that, when you're a professional athlete, sometimes the schedules don't match up. Let's check this out, everybody. To your left.
Hi, you guys. Thank you guys so much for choosing me for this award. It's an honor to represent Polk County all the way up here in Atlanta with the Atlanta Dream. I remember growing up in Lakeland, going to school in Warren Haven. He taught me so much, Coach Don, Coach Johnny, on the court and off the court, how to be a better player and a person. And I just want to thank my mom for always being there for me. She's here accepting the award on my behalf. So thanks everybody again, and I'm happy to represent Polk County.
Did you just grab a beer, Mark?
Would you like one?
No, that looked like that's what you had.
Diet Pepsi.
Our next awards are Male and Female Amateur Athletes of the Year, which celebrate an athlete's outstanding success in sports on the amateur level from June 2017 through May of 2018. For the guys, Ashton Habil won his 2nd consecutive state wrestling championship this year and was instrumental in helping the Lake Gibson Braves win the FHSAA Duels 2A State Championship and 2A IBT State Championship for the first time. But that's just part of the Lake Gibson sophomore story. He won his 2nd title after gaining 25 pounds to go up in 3 weight divisions. And he kept his focus even after his father suffered a life-threatening motorcycle accident. This year's Male Amateur Athlete of the Year is Ashton Habil.
Going up 3 weight classes, I know because I was a wrestler in Wisconsin, and going up 1 weight class was tough. 2 weight classes, almost unheard of. This is the first time I've ever heard of anybody going up 3 weight classes. That's absolutely unbelievable. Well, our next recognition goes to the Female Amateur Athlete of the Year. And she was a dominant force on the court, not in 1 sport, but in 2 sports. But while she excelled at volleyball, it was basketball where senior guard Diamond Battle skills have gotten her noticed on the national scene. Ranked in the top 25 point guards nationally by ESPN, she committed early this year to the University of Central Florida. Considered the top defender in the county, she also averaged 12.2 points and 8.5 rebounds. In volleyball, she racked up 77 kills, 16 digs, 14 blocks, and 3 service aces. This year's Female Athlete of the Year, Diamond Battles.
This time, time, we would like to ask all Ledger Prep athletes and coaches of the year recipients to please report to the back of the room. Now on to our 2018 Male Collegiate Athlete of the Year. The Florida Southern baseball player has been just as dangerous on the mound as he's been on the plate. Senior Logan Browning, as a right fielder, has led the team in doubles, had more than 20 extra base hits, and hit .440 on the year. On the mound, he boasts 11-2 record and is tops on the team for strikeouts with 127 this year and 114 innings pitched. The son of former Major League Baseball player Tom Browning, Logan is a Lakeland Christian High School graduate. Among the superlatives that Browning earned this year include being named a first-team All-American by the National Collegiate Baseball Writers Association, that's a long title, and a second-team All-American by the Division II Conference Commissioners Association. Just last week, he won the Josh Willingham Award as the Division II Most Valuable Player. And while Logan may be graduating with a degree in business and sports management, he'll be managing his own professional baseball career after being drafted to his favorite team, the Boston Red Sox. Logan is already off on assignment after being drafted last week. Here to accept the award on his behalf is his stepfather, Todd Wall, and the head coach of the Florida Southern baseball team, Lance Negro.
Our next All Sports Award recognizes the 2018 Collegiate Athlete of the Year. Her name, Anna Richter. One of two Richters on the SEC basketball team, sister Sarah Beth, is on the team as well. However, Anna led the NAIA Division II in scoring, averaging 24 points per game and converted shots at a 68% success rate. Amazing. The Oxford, Ohio native was the Sun Conference Player of the Year and was an 8-time Conference Player of the Week. She was also a 2-time NAIA National Player of the Week and was also selected to the NAIA Division II National Championship All-Tournament Second Team and was named to the NAIA Division II, the Women's Basketball All-American First Team. Need to say NAIA about 10 more times, don't I?
I know. You're doing good, Mike.
Twice this season, she made every shot she took in a game, and Richter led the Fire to a 31-1 season and a second consecutive appearance at the National Quarterfinals. Ladies and gentlemen, our 2018 Female Collegiate Athlete of the Year is Anna Richter.
Our next award this evening is the 2018 Male Prep Team of the Year, which goes to Lake Gibson High School Wrestling. Let's start with something everyone will remember. The Braves ended Brandon's high school 17-year consecutive state championship streak. I hear some woos out there. Led by head coach Danny Walker, the Braves are ranked in the top 50 high school wrestling programs in the nation by Wrestling USA magazine. A first by a Polk County school. The program sports 2 individual state champions, Chase Ayers and Ashton Habeel, and 3 state runner-up. The 2018 Male Prep Team of the Year, none other than the Lake Gibson High School Wrestling Team.
love following Lake Gibson. They're just, great attitude on and off the court. Congratulations, you guys. Well, there are a few girls basketball programs in the nation that can boast the record that the Winter Haven Blue Devils have posted over the past decade. For the Blue Devils, excellence has almost become commonplace. We certainly don't take it for granted. But then they won the girls' Class 8A basketball state championships and rewrote the standards for everyone else. By winning the championships this year, they became the first program in school history to win 3 state championships. They are also the first girls basketball program in the Tampa Bay area to complete that feat. Among other accolades, they were one of only 4 teams invited to the Geico National High School Basketball Tournament, and they were presented with a national ranking trophy as part of Max Prep's basketball tour of champions presented by the U.S. Army National Guard. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2018 Female Prep Team of the Year, the Winter Haven girls basketball team, led by head coach Johnny Lawson.
Our next award is a 2018 Male Collegiate Team of the Year. Southeastern University's baseball team not only won the NAIA World Series, they cemented themselves in the school's history by winning the school's first NAIA national title. The Fire went 59-7 overall and 8-0 in the NAIA. You're right, NAIA. Say that a lot and fast. National tournament with a perfect 5-0 in the World Series. They started this season with 21 straight wins. They led the NAIA Division I baseball teams with 94 home runs in just 66 games and third in stolen bases with 173. On the mound, the team had a 3.17 ERA while leading the NAIA with 630 batters struck out. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming this history-making team to the stage. Here to accept on the team's behalf is head coach Adrian Dinkle and assistant coach Eric Dahl.
Welcome to our 4th and final segment of Sports Central, sponsored by the Hampton Inn in Winter Haven.
You know, Brian, the Ledger did a great job of following all these superstar sports teams and also even our rec leagues and so on. I think it's a great thing to have a media group that dedicates itself to sports and the great job that they do.
I got some wonderful sport journalists over here.
And we're going to meet a couple.
Actually, all here tonight. They're all here tonight, so I'm very happy that they're in the audience with us this evening.
Well, one of the teams that they did follow was the Florida Southern College Women's Volleyball Team. They are the 2018 Female Collegiate Team of the Year. Florida Southern's volleyball program returned to excellence this year, going 30-7 overall, 19-1 in conference play, and enjoyed a run in the tournament that found them in the finals for the NCAA Division II National Championships. Although they were the runner-ups, the season marked their 8th Sunshine State Conference title, the first SCC conference win since 2006, and the first outright SCC championships since 1990. I got to get my numbers straight here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage to the 2018 Female Team Collegiate of the Year, the Florida Southern College Women's Volleyball Team.
At this time, I would like to welcome Bill Kemp and Roy Fuco from the Ledger Sports staff to join me on the stage and assist with the presentation of Ledger Prep Awards. All right, well, we're going to start with football. From Frostproof High School, Shannon Benton. From Lake Wales High School, Boys Cross Country Coach of the Year, AJ Richmond.
The 2018 Girls Cross Country Coach of the Year, Dale McKisman from George Jenkins High School. A woman that's been on stage before, for those of you that have been here before, the Girls Swimming and Diving Coach of the Year, Jen Goslin from George Jenkins High School. And our Boys Swimming and Diving Coaches of the Year, TJ Wolford and Ashley Grogan from All Saints Academy.
And again from All Saints Academy, Boys Golf Coach of the Year, Val Johnson. From McKeel Academy, Girls Golf Coach of the Year, Dennis Brown. From Winter Haven High School, Boys Basketball Coach of the Year, Tyrone Woodside.
Our Girls Basketball Coach of the Year, from Winter Haven High School, Johnny Lawson. And from Lake Gibson High School, no surprise, the Boys Wrestling Coach of the Year, Danny Walker.
From All Saints Academy, Boys Soccer Coach of the Year, Nigel Boardman. From Bartow High School, Cheerleading Coach of the Year, Lori Jolliffe.
Our Boys Tennis Coach of the Year, from Lake Wales High School, Jackie Edwards. In Boys Track and Field, the Coach of the Year from George Jenkins High School, Mr. Brian Robichaud.
From Lakeland Christian School, High School, Girls Track and Field Coach of the Year, Mike Music Jr. From Lake Wales High School, Softball Coach of the Year, Mike Settle. And from George Jenkins High School, Baseball Coach of the Year, Chad Crosby.
From Auburndale High School, the Boys Weightlifting Coach of the Year, Gilbert Jones. From All Saints Academy, Boys Lacrosse Coach of the Year, Ray Ryan. And the girls lacrosse coach of the year from Winter Haven High School, Kelly Davis.
And now we'd like to recognize Ledger Prep Athletes of the Year. For football, large school offense, Ridge Community High School, Carrion Yanni Scott. For football, small school offense, Frostproof High School's Deonta McMahon. And for football, large school defensive player of the year from George Jenkins High School, Jordan Dominic. Accepting on Jordan's behalf is his mom, Stacy Campbell Dominic.
On to volleyball. The volleyball player of the year from Lakeland High School, Trinity Gerard. Our boys cross country runner of the year and boys track and field athlete of the year from Lake Wales High School, Mr. Paul Stafford.
And from George Jenkins High School, the girls cross country runner of the year, Anna Center. From Lake Wales High School, girls diver of the year, Gabby Talento.
Our boys diver of the year from Lake Wales High School, Nick Talento. And our boys swimmer of the year from Kathleen High School, Reston Bartlett. You know, Brian, it's real interesting as Reston comes up to accept his award. Every quadrennium, meaning every 4 years of the Olympics, it's real interesting to watch the national governing bodies, and the numbers just swell after the Olympics. They drop off a little bit, then they swell again. And swimming and diving is one of those sports. Gymnastics is another that really sees that peak right after the Olympics. It's phenomenal.
Girls Golfer of the Year from Bartow High School, Lauren Perez. From Winter Haven High School, Boys Basketball Player of the Year, his grandmother's going to be accepting, Kayshawn Bryan.
From Lakeland Senior High School, Shakira McCoy is our girls weightlifter of the year. In Winter Haven High School, I've been corrected. Basketball player of the Shakira Franklin. Hey man, come on you guys, the girls are just like smoking you when it comes to cheering and all that. Congratulations, Shakira. That was a little bit of a mix-up on our part, but even the Academy Awards have those problems, right? They've got a lot of mix-ups. Okay, moving right along. Our girls weightlifter of the year, we'll do it again. Shakira McCoy from Lakeland Senior High School, the girls weightlifter of the year. Our boys wrestler of the year, Ashton Habil from Lake Gibson High School. You have to check your Fitbit. Man, you've been up here a lot. And our boys soccer player of the year from Auburndale High School, Noah Sims.
From Lakeland Christian High School, girls soccer player of the year, Taylor O'Byrne. From Bartow High School, being accepted by Coach Nikki Morris, cheerleader of the year, Shane Daly. And from Lake Wales High School, Boys Tennis Player of the Year, Ian Morrison.
Staying with the sport of tennis, from McKeel Academy, the Girls Tennis Player of the Year, Hannah Hogg. And our Girls Track and Field Athlete of the Year, from Lakeland Christian High School, Britton Music.
From George Jenkins High School, Softball Pitcher of the Year, Reagan Moore. From Lake Wales High School, Softball Hitter of the Year, Summer Baker. And from George Jenkins High School, Baseball Pitcher of the Year, Daniel Batcher.
Our Baseball Hitter of the Year, Brandon Howlett, and accepting on his behalf, Colby Crosby. Colby doesn't attend George Jenkins High School, but Brandon does. Hey, buddy, good job. Our Boys Weightlifter of the Year, from Auburndale High School, Darren Crooms. You know, a great school with some great athletes. Boys Lacrosse Player of the Year, from All Saints Academy, Mr. Fisher Williams.
And from All Saints Academy, Girls Lacrosse Player of the Year, Gianna Wegman. Accepting her award is her brother Nick. From Lakeland Christian School, Boys Academic Athlete, Logan Mason. And from Auburndale High School, Girls Academic Athlete, Abigail Roush.
You know, that's a lot of talent walking up and down that red carpet and then up onto the stage. Let's give them all a great big hand. I mean, they really deserve it. Well, we're getting towards the end, gang, up until the Hall of Fame announcements and awards. But for now, we have the Letcher Small and Large School of the Year Awards, which is presented to the schools that consistently exhibit excellence on the playing field while continuing to display the highest level of sportsmanship. The athletic programs at these schools were overall the most successful programs in Polk County during the 2017-18 school year. Please join us in recognizing these top athletic programs. Our 2018 Small School of the Year, McKeel Academy. Accepting the award for McKeel is Athletic Director Chuck Smith.
And now the 2018 Large School of the Year is Lake Wales High School. Accepting the award for Lake Wales is Athletic Director Marvin Pavey. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for the 2017-18 Ledger Prep athletes, coaches, and schools of the year.
Well, thank you everybody for watching this special edition of Sports Central, and we want to thank our sponsors, Abuelos, Hilton Garden Inn, Holiday Inn Winter Haven, Party Rentals Unlimited, and Regal Palms. And stay tuned for our special show when we feature the Polk County Hall of Fame inductions on July 6th. Until then, we'll see you again next time.